Good morning, students. Welcome to English class. I hope you are fine and staying safe at your houses. Okay, let us see the today's concept. Today we are going to learn something new concept, that is statements and questions. Okay, students, before going to the concept statements and questions, let me explain about letters and words. Okay, look here. What are the letters I have given here? M, T, S, U. Well, we know that these are letters. Okay, let us see the second one. What is the first? L, O, V, E, love. What is the second? Mangoes. M-A-N-G-O-E-S, mangoes. What is the third one? Children. C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N, children. Okay, see here, are these letters? No. Well, we know that these are not letters because these are words. When we group or combine the letters together, we can call it as words. Okay, again I am repeating the same. When we group the letters or combining the letters together, we can call it as words. Okay, I think now you understand what is letter and what is the word. Okay, students, now we know that letters and words. Before going to the concept statements and questions, let us explain about sentence. Okay, what do you mean by sentence? A sentence is a group of words that are arranged in proper order to make a sentence meaningful. Okay, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words. It means a group of words that are arranged in a proper way to make the sentence meaningful. Okay, let us see an example here. I have written some words here. What are the words? Love, mangoes, children. What are the words? Love, mangoes, children. These are the words. And one more thing, it is a group of words also, but it is not a sentence because it is not giving any information. And one more thing, it is not in a proper way also. So then let me arrange in a proper order. Children love mangoes. Now it became a proper sentence because children love mangoes. It means that it is giving a proper information that children love mangoes. And one more thing, you just keep it in your mind. A sentence always contains a subject and a verb, and it always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. What are the two things? You just keep it in your mind. It always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And one more thing, it contains a subject and a verb. Okay, and one more thing, it is a group of words. Now we are going to see the types of sentences. Sentences can be classified into 4 types. How many types? 4 types. They are one is statement, second one is question, third one is command or request, and the fourth one is exclamation. Okay, what are the 4 types of sentences? One is statement, and the second one is question, and the third one is command or request, and the fourth one is exclamation. Okay, students, now we are going to see the 2 types of sentences here. Let us see the first type of sentence. What is the first type of sentence? That is statement. Let me explain about the statement. A statement is a normal sentence that tells something to us, or otherwise it gives information to us. It may be universal fact, opinions, or ideas. And it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Full stop or period. We don't want to say it is a dot. We want to say either full stop or period. And it has names also. They are assertive sentence or declarative sentence. It is also known as assertive sentence or declarative sentence. And here I gave 2 examples for you. Let us see the first one. She likes writing. What is the first one? She likes writing. It means the sentence is telling something to us about a girl. It means the girl likes to write. So this is an information about a girl. So it is a statement. Let us see the second example. The sun rises in the east. What is the second one? The sun rises in the east. Everyone knows that the sun rises in the east because it is an universal fact. So this is also a statement. Okay students, the first type of sentence is over. Now we came to the second type of sentence. What is the second type? That is questions. Before going to the concept, let me ask something to you. Can you imagine your life without asking questions to others? No, because if the same question will be asked to me, my answer is also no, because every day we are asking many questions to others. Let us take an example in our house. For example, we are asking a lot of questions to our mother. For example, where is my book, mom? Where is my shoes? Where is my diary? These are the just examples for asking questions to our mother. Okay, let me explain about questions. Question is a sentence that asks a question, and it starts with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. What is a question? It is a sentence and it asks something. It asks something to us, and it starts with a capital letter and ends with a question mark, and it is also known as interrogative sentence. What is the another name for question? Interrogative sentence. Okay, here I gave 3 questions for you. When will you come? What is the first question? When will you come? See the first letter W in capital letter. End of the statement, what is there? A question mark. So when will you come means you want when refers to a time. So when will you come? I will come. I will come at 8 p.m. Likewise. What is the second one? What is your name? What is your name means it is a question. Everyone knows that. What is your name is my name is Priya. My name is like. How are you? This is also a question. So now we know that what is question, and now we are going to see interrogative words or question words, because we can easily form the questions by using these interrogative words. Okay, let us see the first interrogative word. What is the first word? Who. It is used to refer people. Why we are using interrogative word who? It is used to talk about people. For example, I have given 2 examples here. Let us see the first one. What is the first one? Who are you? It means we are asking someone. What is the second one? Who is your best friend? The second one also we are asking about a person. So that's why, as I said, that who refers to people. Lots of questions are there, like who is your friend, who is your favorite cartoon character, who is your role model. These 3 questions are asking about a person only. Let us move to the second one, where. It is used to talk about places or location. It is used to talk about places or location. Here I have given 2 examples. First one, where are you going? What is the first one? Where are you going? Second one, where will you stay tonight? These 2 questions are representing places only, because where are you going means it means definitely the person is going to somewhere. So that's why we are asking where are you going? Where will you stay tonight? And the third one is how. It is used to refer manner or method. So let us see some examples. How will you go there? How will you go there? How are you? How do you do? These are the ways we refers manner or method. And the fourth one is what. It asks information. It asks information or objects. So let us see the examples. What is this? For example, if I am showing something to you, you don't know about that thing, but you are eagerly knows what is this. So that's why you're asking what is this, because you want to get information about that. And the next one, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay students, now we are going to see next interrogative word, why. Why is used to asking for reason. For example, why are you late today? What is the question I have given here? Why are you late today? Definitely if the question will be asked to you or to me, definitely answer will be I have missed the bus, or otherwise I have missed the train. These are the reasons we can tell. Okay, next one, which. What is the next one? Which. It refers the choices, are asking about choices. For example, which color do you like the most? Either red or yellow. Actually we are showing some choices, or otherwise we are showing 3 or 4 choices and asking from that. You want to tell the answer from that only, you don't want to say apart from that. And the next one is whose, asking about ownership. For example, whose bottle is this? Whose eraser is this? Let us take an example in our class. Definitely if we find something in our class like a pencil or eraser, scale, sharpener, our first question will be whose sharpener is this? Whose scale is this? Because we don't know that whose particular object is that. So that's why we are asking about that. Like whose pencil, whose eraser, whose scale. Okay, next we are going to see the interrogative word when. It refers time. It refers time. For example, when will you come? When will you come? For example, when will you come means you want to tell the particular time. I will come at 8 p.m. like. Students, now we are going to see how to make questions from the given statements. What we are going to see? How to make questions from given statement. Let us see an easy example here. This is my car. Actually it's a statement. Already I said that statement is a sentence that tells information to us, and it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Okay, we know that it is a proper sentence because it tells something. A proper statement, it tells something. And now we are going to see how to make question from this sentence. See here, what is verb in the given sentence? We know that is. So just we want to change the place of verb in the beginning of the sentence. So now it is a question. See here, is this my car? That's all. So we can place the verb in the beginning of the sentence. We can easily form a question. Just we want to exchange the places of noun and verb. That's all. Okay, let us see another example here. Ram will come tomorrow. What is that? Ram will come tomorrow. It is a normal statement. It means Ram will come tomorrow. That's all. So what is noun and what is verb here? Ram is noun and what is verb? Will. So now I am exchanging the places of noun and the verb. First of all, put the verb in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, will. Next, you want to put the noun, Ram. Will Ram come tomorrow? Now it's a question. Let us move to the third one. Max is reading a story. Max is reading a story. Okay, now the verb is and the noun is Max. Just we exchange the positions of the noun and the verb here. Is Max reading a story? That's all. Now it's a question. Let us see the last example. Brazil is the largest country in South America. So what is noun here? Brazil. And what is verb here is just I have exchanged. Look here. First of all, I used verb here is. Next is the noun. So is Brazil is the largest country in South America. Already I told that if you are making any questions from the statements, end of the statement, it means when we are forming a question, end of the statement, you want to put a question mark. Okay, students, now we came to the end. It means recap corner. Whatever we have seen today, we are going to recall again. Let us start from the sentence. A sentence is a group of words that are used to arrange in proper order to make a sentence meaningful and a complete sentence. Okay, a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And next one, 4 types of sentences are there. They are statement, question, command or request, and exclamation. Today we have seen the first types of sentences, statements and questions. In the following lessons we are going to see the remaining sentences in detail. And then fourth point is statement. Already, as I said, that a statement is a sentence. It tells information or gives information about universal fact, opinions, ideas, and it always starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And it is also known as assertive sentence or a declarative sentence. And the next thing, question. A question is a sentence that asks something because it expects an answer, no? And it starts with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. And it is also known as interrogative sentence. And then now we are going to see some interrogative words. They are who, what, where, why, whose, which, when, and how. Because these are the words are very helpful to us to frame a question easily. Okay, let us see the purpose of these interrogative words. Who, it refers people. What, it asks information or objects. Where, asking about places or location. Why, asking for reasons. Whose, asking about ownership. Which, it asking about set of choices. When, asking of time. And how refers that that way of manner or method. So these are the interrogative words. We can easily frame a question. And the next one, not only we can make questions from interrogative words, but also with the help of verbs. For example, if a sentence is given, we can easily exchange the places of noun and verb. It makes a question. Just we want to place the verb in the beginning of the sentence. Already we have sentence 4 we have seen some examples. Just we want to do change the places of noun and the verb. Students, I hope today you have understood and learned a new topic, because it is very useful for you to identify a sentence, whether it is a statement or question, and you can easily make a question from the given sentence. Okay, we will meet on next class with a new topic. Thank you.